Let's look at JASMY coin. All right, so right now you did have a nice bounce off of 306. I don't know if that's the low, but that's definitely, I think personally, I think 3 cents would be the low for several different reasons. So let's get into it. First of all, let's look at the RSI. The 50-minute chart is overbought, so be careful. Super small time frames, you could definitely have a pullback to at least 3.3 cents. By the time you're seeing this video, that probably would have already played out. The 1 hour chart is getting up there. It's bullish though. The 4 hour chart still has a lot of room to go. So 1 hour is somewhat high, but that's to be expected. The 4 hour chart is about to get the bounce as well. And the daily chart, this is what I want to see. I want to see the daily chart low. The 4 hour chart and anything smaller time frames can be high because those reset rather quickly. But the daily chart, when that's low, that's hard to reset on the daily time frame. The last time the daily chart was low was the 8th of March, was 3 weeks ago. That was the last time you were bearish on the daily chart, which it's not bearish. This is actually when you want to get into a trade when the daily chart's low, and then look at that nice rally you had. So whenever the daily charts or the blue line is below 20, you've had a nice push up. Minus this time right here and this time. But more times than not, whenever you're low on the daily, you have a very nice bounce. And eventually the bounce happened. It just took a few days to happen. So let's also look at the weekly. Weekly's getting up there, but again, that's to be expected. And the 3-day chart is up there. But overall, I'm lucky what I'm seeing from JASMY. Also, the MACD, I saw some bullish divergence on a time frame when I looked on it on my phone. The 15-minute, I don't know if that has bullish divergence. You did have a double bottom right there. If I go to the 1 hour chart, you did have bullish divergence right here. Not much bullish, but that is bullish divergence. You made a higher low. Let's go to the 4 hour MACD. This definitely has bullish divergence from here to there. Made a higher low. And then you could even say from there to there, assuming you don't go any. If you don't go lower than -7 D1, that is bullish divergence. Or you could just draw it like that too. But it is looking good for JASMY right now. Let's go to the daily chart and see if there's bullish divergence on the daily chart. Okay, so there kind of is. Right here, you definitely have bullish divergence. You got a really nice pump from that. And then I guess you could say maybe this is bullish divergence, but that has definitely not been confirmed yet on the daily chart, because if you have another red candle, that would not be bullish divergence. So I don't think we can say there's bullish divergence on the daily chart until you see another white line form or a green candle start to form. But as of right now, 4 hour and 1 hour have bullish divergence. I mean, technically, the 4 hour still has not formed a reversal yet, so be careful. But I do think it's about to bounce here and form a higher low. The 1 hour did that, so I expect the 4 hour to do that as well, and probably eventually the daily. So overall, JASMY's looking good. The target to the upside is 3.3 cents. That's where we are right now. And the target above that is 3.6. So with that being said, that's kind of all I got. Short term, I am bullish on this. And if Bitcoin is bottomed, which I think it probably has, around 40, what was the bottom? Around 44.2, I think then JASMY is going to do really well next week. So with that being said, that's all I got. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I appreciate if you like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next update.